Houston Astros owner Drayton McClain, General Manager Ed Wade, and Ryan Sanders CEO Reed Ryan were here in town at Whataburger Field to make a big announcement about the Hooks and the Houston Astros.
Well, it's great to see everybody today, so many familiar faces, and it's a wonderful, exciting day. I want to thank Drayton McClain and Ed Wade for coming down today from Houston. These guys are extremely busy, and them being here today shows their commitment to the Corpus Christi Hooks and the city of Corpus Christi. I want to thank Mayor Joe Adami for being here today. He too has been all over the place, and Joe, you're being here today. I know how committed you are to this facility and this organization. So I'm sure everybody's wondering why we're here today, why we're all out in front of beautiful Whataburger Field. Well, it's because we want to announce that we are going to have the Houston Astros playing here on April 2nd against the Corpus Christi Hooks. So it's going to be a very exciting, our second exhibition game ever. It'll be exactly 3 years to the date that we had the last exhibition game, and it's something that Drayton and Ed and all of the baseball operations people have wanted to do for this organization and this community.
This has been an important addition to the Houston Astros to have the Corpus Christi Hooks. So we're very pleased to be part of this and the association that we've had with the Ryan family and this organization, and we're very pleased. So thanks for this opportunity.
I think this past season typifies why we think Corpus Christi is so important to the Houston Astros. All I have to do is say three names: Jose Altuve, Jimmy Paredes, and J.D. Martinez. All three of those players went directly from Corpus Christi to the everyday lineup in Houston. And that's a product of a lot of different things. First of all, it's the player's ability that allows them to jump a level, but it's also the environment that they're allowed to develop in. And a big part of that is what takes place here at Corpus Christi. From the standpoint of the facility, the staff, the ownership, and management of the club, these players experience a brand of baseball and a quality of life that I think prepares them very well to take that jump. The reality is that the real proving ground, in my opinion, as to whether players are suited to play at the major league level occurs at AA. It's the real, it's the spot where players separate themselves. The playing field becomes very level. It's different from what they're experiencing at the lower levels of high A and low A. It's different than AAA, where you've got a mixture of six-year minor league free agents and other players. This is a level playing field, and I think the environment that gets created here allows them to advance and allows us to make very critical decisions with regard to the makeup of the Major League club and the future of the Major League franchise. I can honestly tell you that in the 4 years that I've been here, this has been the deepest Florida Instructional League roster that I've seen, and a lot of those players will end up having an impact not only at the big league level with the Houston Astros, but certainly here in Corpus Christi. So the future elements, as difficult as it is sometimes to go through a rebuilding process, we're very optimistic that the future elements, the players that we're seeing at the Instructional League and the players I'm going to see beginning tonight out in the Arizona Fall League, are going to have bright futures, and those futures are going to travel through Corpus Christi on the way to Houston. So we appreciate the support of the fans here in Corpus Christi. We certainly appreciate the way players are treated here and staff are treated here by the staff at Corpus, and we look forward to being here on April the 2nd, and we look forward to giving you a very solid club come 2012. Thank you.
Now we're going to bring up, he's no stranger to Whataburger Field. He's got front row seats, and we love it when he comes out here. Joe Adami, our mayor.
I was also flashing back about the time 10 years ago, so we're reading, and Reese and I drove up here, and we said, where we're going to put the ballpark. I was involved in the Economic Development Corporation where we were romancing the Ryan Sanders group to come to Corpus Christi, and we pulled up here and we envisioned a baseball stadium here overlooking the Harbor Bridge, and you know, that dream has become a reality and has touched many lives over the last 9 years in this community. And creating those kind of memories that I had back in 1950, where fathers and sons and mothers and daughters and all become baseball fans, and it's something that means something to you in your life as you progress, because we continue to build those memories, and those are very special. You know, when I'm there's the good, the bad, and the ugly, but the other day when Reed called me, he had called me 3 times, and I was in Houston. We were romancing a Turkish delegation to bring some economic development here, and I said, man, this must be something bad, because Reed's not really that persistent, but here's 3 phone calls. So when I called him and he told me the good news, I mean, I was just overwhelmed. So I've been counting the days to be here. Drayton, your friendship is very special. Thank you for what you're doing and what you're going to do for our community next year.
Well, I remember 2 years ago when we were down here, and this was right when you were opening the ballpark and the phenomenal success and the fun. I was here, and I saw the excitement of the city and the full ballpark, and then the beauty of this facility. I'd seen it as you built it and as you were getting it ready, but nothing like having a full ballpark and the fans be here and they be excited about the team. And then when Reed called me a few weeks ago, wanted to know if we could come down on this date, and then I talked to Ed Wade, and he said, hey, Drayton, you're overlooking, we got a game with the Braves in Kissimmee, Florida. And so I said, let's see if we can negotiate. In baseball, people work together, and the Braves worked with us. So we're going to be here, and we're very excited. Ed is. Brad Mills, our manager, we've talked to him about it, and he has not been here, but he certainly is going to be here, and he's very excited. And we want to support the fan base that you all have here. That I think this is one of the best fan base of all of minor league baseball.
All right, let's talk first about the exhibition game, the second time that the Astros have come down here, and what that means to you guys.
Well, you know, first of all, it means that we're getting out of spring training and you're getting closer to the season starting after, you know, we'll have been down there 6+ weeks at that point in time, and a chance to come up here April the 2nd and play that game and then move on to Minute Maid Park for 2 exhibition games against the White Sox. I think it creates more anticipation that the players know we're closer to stepping off and getting the season underway. You know, it works for us for a lot of different reasons. First of all, you know, proximity to Houston. The long-standing relationship that we've got, the great facility here. There's not a lot of heavy lifting involved on our end of things to make a trip like this, and also, you know, those of us who were here a couple of years ago when we played a game, you know, recognize the level of enthusiasm and support that we've got here. So I think it's good for everybody involved.
The fact that the Astros are going to be down here again, what that means to you and the city of Corpus Christi.
Well, it's special. You know, 3 years ago, it had been over 50 years since a major league team came to play in Corpus Christi, and I'm old enough to remember when the Cleveland Indians and the New York Giants played at Sheps Park, and what a thrilling excitement that was for me as a kid. And to know a major league team came here 3 years ago, and we're going to reload with the Astros, which is Coastal Bend favorite major league team, to be here. It's exciting. It's exciting. You know, young kids will remember that the rest of their lives. We'll be talking about that as we continue to move forward with our baseball experiences here in Corpus Christi. But what a perfect marriage it is to have the Houston Astros AA team right here in Corpus Christi. So it's another great celebration.
Well, I mean, it shows the commitment the Astros have to Corpus Christi and the Hooks. And, you know, Drayton McClain has been a wonderful friend to us and to this city. And it's hard to get these exhibition games. You know, there's a lot of spring training commitments. There's a lot of other affiliates that want games. And so the fact we're getting a game 3 years later just speaks volumes to their commitment to this community. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're, you know, close proximity to Houston, and it's important to the fan base. And so there's a lot of reasons that we're able to get this game, but really it comes down to, you know, Drayton McClain cares about Corpus Christi, and he wanted to make it happen. And so we're very blessed to have an owner of a major league team that cares that much about his AA franchise.